Here are the news stories we're covering this hour from TV 30 of the Treasure Coast, your local TV news service. I'm Arnie Pickholtz. The New York State Attorney General has filed a lawsuit to dissolve the NRA. The NRA, or National Rifle Association, has long been one of the most influential interest groups in the United States and has played an important part in the Republican Party's political stance and philosophy as far back as most of us can remember. It has even been accused of neutralizing attempts to control the buying and selling of weapons of mass destruction during an epidemic of school and religious shootings that have plagued this country. New York Attorney General Letitia James announced that she will attempt to dissolve the National Rifle Association, accusing its senior leadership of violating laws governing nonprofit groups and using millions of dollars from the organization's reserves for personal use and tax fraud. The NRA reports that it has about 5 million members across the country and works to defend Americans' Second Amendment right to bear arms. The New York Attorney General is suing the National Rifle Association, seeking to put the powerful gun advocacy organization out of business over allegations that high-ranking executives diverted millions of dollars for personal benefit. The lawsuit follows an 18-month investigation into the NRA, which is a nonprofit group originally chartered in New York. The Attorney General is accusing the NRA's top leaders of using the association's funds for lavish personal trips, contracts for associates, and other questionable expenditures. James says the leadership's failure to manage the NRA's funds and failure to follow state and federal laws led the organization to lose more than $64 million in just 3 years. In addition to shuttering the NRA's doors, James is seeking to recoup millions in lost assets to stop the 4 defendants in this case from serving on the board of any nonprofit in the state of New York again. The defendants in the suit are Executive Vice President Wayne LaPierre, former Treasurer and Chief Financial Officer Wilson Woody Phillips, former Chief of Staff and Executive Director of General Operations Joshua Powell, and Corporate Secretary and General Counsel John Fraser. The lawsuit alleges a culture of self-dealing, mismanagement, and negligent oversight. James said, "The NRA's influence has been so powerful that the organization went unchecked for decades, while top executives funneled millions into their own pockets." She claims that no one is above the law, not even gun-toting interest groups. Here's a dilemma. What happens when you haven't paid your rent and the eviction moratorium ends? The coronavirus put the kibosh on jobs and income for many Florida residents, but they have been temporarily protected from eviction for another month by an eviction mortgage foreclosure moratorium that has kept landlords and banks at bay. The latest state reprieve comes with teeth, as the tenant or homeowner must prove that the virus is the culprit in the loss of income. The order is specific and defines loss as job loss, diminished wages, or business income directly impacting the ability to make payments. Landlords can take tenants to court for causes not related to the pandemic. The new rule is specific for homeowners of single-family homes and excludes commercial and business property. So what is the tenant or homeowner responsible for when the moratorium ends? Unfortunately, the entire accumulated rent or debt must be paid off in full. The fear now is that when the moratorium ends, along with the disappearance of enhanced unemployment benefits, many Floridians will have no choice but to empty their savings or find housing in unconventional places, perhaps the streets. The weather for the Treasure Coast. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 9 a.m. Mostly sunny with a high near 90. Light and variable winds becoming east 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. The evening forecast. A 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Partly cloudy with a low around 74. Southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that's the news we're covering this hour from TV 30 of the Treasure Coast, your local TV news service. I'm Arnie Pickholtz, and we'll see you next time.